Alright, hello guys, this is Optic Gamers, about to do a review on the Samsung Galaxy Mini. See that here? Yeah? Right. I'm about to do a review, yeah? Of the best phone in the world! No, it's a rubbish phone. Right, this is my first video, I was telling you a little bit about myself. My name's Alfie. Yeah, and I'm Essex boy. And yeah, that's about it. Just don't want to tell you anything else. Right, basically this phone is, you know, there's a Samsung Galaxy S1, S2 and S3. And the S3's just come out. Well, I'm going to tell you about basically the S2 Mini, because they didn't make an S1 Mini. They're making, so basically it's S2 because it came out around the same time as Samsung Galaxy S2. Right, so it's the S2 Mini. Let's just base it around that because it's got roughly the same stats. As I can tell you, it's one of the worst phones in the world. Yeah, it's got a rubbish 3.7 volts battery, which basically like a rechargeable, two rechargeable AAAs. Isn't much really. That lasts you, if you're using YouTube, about an hour and a half really. It's nothing special. Nothing special like the Samsung Galaxy Note, which I'll review if I get 150 likes or 50 subscribers, which is quite a lot asking for my first video, and I just dropped something now. Sorry about that. Yeah. Well, it's quite rubbish to be honest. Look. One thing is, look. See on the back here, they always go, "Oh, do not recycle this." Yeah. It's got the recycle sign. Yeah. There. Yeah. Well, funnily enough, I got this from Tesco. And look what it says. Trust them. Recycle your mobile. And it says no recycling. Trust Tesco, yeah? Terrible, I know, right? Right, what I'm about to do now is basically show you basically the casing. Right, this is a camera. This is a 3 megapixel camera. It's basically a standard webcam one that I'm using at the moment. The standard 3 megapixel camera. I reckon it would be worse actually quality than this. I think this is a 3.5 or whatever. It's a terrible camera, right? Basically, it's a touchscreen phone that is indestructible. But if you mean by indestructible about the case, then definitely it's indestructible. If you're indestructible about it working, that's another question. This phone, yeah, there's some pros and some cons about this phone. I'll say the cons first, get them out of the way. This phone freezes when it gets cold. Yep. It's like flipping living, this thing. Freezes when it gets cold. And also, yeah, guess what else it does? It lags out, yeah, and if you're on any page, yeah, it'll lag out your apps. So even if you had nothing on here and just like, let's say Angry Birds, you'd be into it, be playing for a minute, it'll lag. That's all it'll do, it'll just constantly lag. Right, one pro about this phone, it's indestructible really. Look, ready? Right, testing, 1, 2, 3, about to drop the phone. Look, it hit my keyboard. I just dropped my flipping whole screen up. Yeah. Right. Indestructible, and I've only got one cracking about it for a year and a half, and trust me, you see what I've done to my other phones. I'll show you how. I can show you Gorilla Glass if you want, how indestructible that is, because that's a new thing that's just come in for broken screens. Personally, I think it's crap because I've got the Samsung Galaxy Note 2. Yeah, Gorilla Glass, sorry. Yeah, and I sat on it and it cracked. I sat on it Well, I ain't the lightest thing in the world, but I sat on it and it cracked. A phone I sat on, and it was on a bed as well. It cracked, it shattered. Basically terrible. Stupid. But yeah, Gorilla Glass is not indestructible. Maybe scratch free, because that does work. But if you used to tap it with a flipping like hammer, look, right, I'm tapping it with battery here. Even plastic is better than this. Plastic's better than Gorilla Glass. Even though Gorilla Glass feels better because it's glass. Right, this phone has got standard stats, so I'll show you inside the box. Look. I'll read them out, so don't worry. Right, basically it's got HSDPA, yeah, 7.2 MBS, yeah, and then it's got Edge GPRS. Don't worry about this stuff. If you're not into all this techie stuff, then don't worry. But it's got quad band, 850, 900, 180, 1900 megahertz. Screen size 3.14 inches. That's basically the size, let's see, of your pinky. That's how big it is. It's half your pinky by a whole pinky. That's how big this phone is. Look. There's screen on it by half pinky. See? It's useless. I got fat thumbs as well, and I can't flip. Look. The thumb takes up half the screen. Overall it's really cramped. Also, when it does get cold, when it freezes, when you're trying to type a message, it will type anything, it won't type what you want it to type. Right, another thing about it, it's got TouchWiz. If anyone's heard of anything about TouchWiz, it's nothing special, it's just a thing they've added a word on, which just, they think, oh amazing, now it's got TouchWiz. TouchWiz is basically a touch screen. That's all it is. Nothing special. It's got social hubs, so like it comes with all the email, Gmail, and all that. All you like mail lovers. It's got GPS. I'm actually gonna say something about this GPS. This GPS is probably better. A lot of you are gonna think I'm crazy, but this GPS is probably better than a flipping like in-car, like regular Tesco GPS by far. This is actually a really good GPS on this phone. You should see the one on the Samsung Galaxy Note. I'll show you that when I get that working, because I cracked the screen on it. That's pretty good. Just subscribe and I'll show you that. Also, this phone is pretty much useless. Clicky, clicky, clicky. You got standard. Oh, there you can see. 3.5mm jack. Yeah, you've got the flippy thing. I hate these things. Look, you unflip it and you got the standard micro USB port. Right, this is the micro USB. See? Yeah, connects to USB. You've got exactly the same as this, but basically with a plug on. Pretty good thing about this phone, that it comes with a pretty decently long charger, which is good because I stick it behind my bed and just hang it out by my thing, and that's alright. It goes pretty well. It's broken again. See how much I dropped this? I've dropped it about 3 times in this whole thing, and I've still got it. Yeah, basically goes in now. It fits in well, but the thing is, no BlackBerry chargers or any of that stuff fit in now. Trust me. Because I've been around my sisters and thought, oh, it's got exactly the same thing. Oh, I can charge it on that. BlackBerry thing's too fat. That's why this is shit. Oh, pardon my, excuse my French. Right, basically, that's it stuck. The flappy bits. No one wants to ruin their phone, but I don't want to just rip that off because it just looked tacky. And plus, they're irritating, which I hope the new one that's just come out, I should probably do a review on. I'll probably do a review on that later sometime. Right, now it's got the on and off button now. It can lock, turn on, all that shiznit. Micro SD thing, but you won't guess what. Another one of these stupid little flappy things, look. Right, then you've got your volume rocker, standard, yeah. You've got your when you in a call, that's your listening bit. I forgot what it's called, microphone or whatever. Yeah, and then no, that's your microphone. Sorry, it's tiny here at the bottom. That's your microphone. That's your speaker. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. That's your speaker. Yeah, pretty much useless. One good thing about this phone, it feels quite nice. 3 megapixel camera, no front forward facing camera, so you can't do FaceTime or any of that. That's a bit rubbish. You can't even do the thing where you can have FaceTime and then do back facing camera. You can't even do that on it, which is really bad. And you got the standard grill up here. Not the most attractive phone. Look, this has already started to wear away. I've had it a year and a half. Personally, I think if you're looking for a phone that's going to last, you want this. But if you want a phone that will last and work, you want the JCB phone. That is a sick phone. You should start looking at it. I think it's a JCB Ultra Tough 700. I think it's called. I think that's it. Yeah. If you want a strong phone, that's what to go for, the JCB one, because that is sick. It can take a ton of pressure and can go under 200 meters of water. Right, this is the standard packaging. Nothing much really. This inside, you've got a couple of stuff. You've got warranty and what was it? User guide. Who reads any of that? Recycle your phone even though it says not to on the back of the thing. It's good Tesco for you, isn't it? Then you've got top up card. Probably my details, but yeah, I've got the card. Tesco top up. You get 10. You have to get 10. You have to buy £10. It's useless. You have to buy £10 of credit before you start this. Right. This is Optic Gamers signing out for next time. And if you want the latest and greatest in Black Ops 2, 100 plus kill ratio, subscribe, comment, like. Same on World at War, same on all the Call of Duties, I do all of them. Just subscribe or ask any questions. Plus, I'm in Optic. They do know about this. But I'm in Optic, so if any of you want to ask any questions about the clan and all that, just ask, alright? Right, this is me signing out.